Hey everyone, it's Angie. Today I have another Father's Day gift box for you because I only did one this year, so I thought I would do another one. This one's really easy because I am using the party banner dies. My gosh, if you don't have these, you need them because they are so good. I'm going to show them to you in a minute, but it makes it super easy to make this box. So it just opens. I did a little tag here to make it look like a price tag or something like that. You can put this dad anywhere you want, but I created the little tie, and it opens like this. And you can put some of Dad's favorite treats, a gift card in there. A small gift would even work. But yeah, this is what I'm sharing today. It's super cute. It's 3 3/4 tall by 4 wide, and it's 3/4 inches thick this way. So this is what I'm sharing today. It's really a fun one to do. I hope you enjoy it. All right, so for this one, I'm going to show you what I'm using for it first. So I am going to be using the party banner dies. These are so good. If you do birthday parties or baby showers, anything like that, any kind of party, look at these dies, y'all. And I'm using the largest one for this project. But look at them all. There are so many in here. There are 20 pieces in here. So there are a bunch of banners, all different sizes. You can use these for your card making. It's a really good one. So you don't have to create your own banner. Sometimes they come out lopsided or whatever, but I love these. They're really good, and you know I'm going to make something 3D with it. And then I'm going to also use the relaxing water side just for the dad, and then I'm using this just for the tag. But you can hand cut the tag if you want, but I had that, so I thought I would use that. All right, so what we're going to use for this, I'm changing the color. I'm using the same designer series paper. This is the same designer series paper I made the tackle box with, and it's called Waterside Retreat. So this is what I'm using. I use this one for the first one, and then this one. And this is the back side of one. So it's got fishing gear. This is really cute paper. So that's what I'm using for this one. So we are going to use one of the banners, the large banner, and then I cut one piece, 4.5 by 5 3/8, and then one single piece. This is going to be for the tie, and I didn't write that measurement, but I think it's an inch. But I made it just long because we're going to cut 2 pieces out of it. Here's the little tag. And then to mat it, this is 3 3/4 by 3 5/8 and 5/8 by 3 5/8, 2 for the sides of it. All right, so we are going to go ahead. Let's do the tag first. I'm just going to stamp the tag in the Lost Lagoon because that's the color of the paper. So I'm going to stick with that. I used the Night of Navy with the other one. I love this color, and I don't use it that much. So we're going to do the dad. It's so pretty. This is perfect color for this designer series paper, too. And let me snap this closed. Y'all, I can't wait till I get all of the magnetic ones. I love the magnetic ones. I've heard in the grapevine that some people say that they don't stamp solid images well, but I have proof. I don't have it right here. I stamped a bunch of solid images to see if I had any problem. I didn't have any problem with it. So I don't know if it's with their stamp pad or what, but I didn't have any problems stamping a solid image. All right, so let's go ahead and score. So the first thing we're going to do is score this piece right here. And you are going to score the banner piece. We're going to score it on it's 6 7/8 about on here. We're going to score it at 3/4, 4.5, and 5 1/4. And then you're going to turn it on this side, and you're going to score 3/4 inches. And then I'm just going to flip it and do 3/4 on this side. that's what we're doing for this one. And then this piece here, so we're going to score this piece on the 5 3/8 side at 3/4. And then I'm going to flip it and do it at 3/4 again. This is just the easiest way to score this. And then on the 4 1/4 inch side, you are going to score it at, it's actually 4 1/2, not 4 1/4. I don't know why I wrote 4 1/4. You're going to score it at 3/4. So it's 3/4 on these three sides. That's it. All right, so on this one, we're just going to cut in here. And then on this one, this is going to be the top where the shirt is. So we are going to cut this corner off here. And then this one off here. We're going to cut here. We're going to cut this part right here off. Both of these sides. And I'm cutting into these. These are just little flaps I kept on. You can take them off if you don't like them, if they bug you. But I just wanted to keep the top part closed. It's just like when I do the little inside flaps. And they fit in there really good, so I thought I'd just leave them. So we're going to fold these. And we're going to do this one too. And we're going to put these together. I'm going to put this one inside here. So I'm going to use wet glue. So we're going to just put this. Inside here. And just line them up like this. It'd probably be easier. Just go up to the score line because you want that to still fold. Make sure I got it straight. So then it's one whole piece. You're going to put these inside here. I didn't line it up well, so I got to trim this little area right here. Make sure you line it up good so these fold inside. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on this side. Y'all, I struggle with these bottles, but I still haven't put it in my gun, my little glue gun. We're going to bring these up, line them up. Make sure you line the top up to the top part right there. I just haven't had time, y'all. I've been so busy. And at work, I've been super busy, so I'm actually training somebody, so it's been really busy. So I just fold these two inside here and then just pull it down. But look at how easy that is with these little dies here. All right, we're going to mat this. It was easy to squeeze when I first got it because it was full and I didn't have to squeeze so hard, but now I've used a lot of it. So we're going to line these up here. This one's cute too. It looks like a man's shirt. And then we're going to just mat the sides. Here. We'll do the other side. I didn't do the back, but you can absolutely do the back. It would be the same side as this front. I'm using magnets on this because it's going to an adult. So I'm using magnets. You can use Velcro dots. I need to order magnets, y'all. And darn, I just placed an order for my husband, so I forgot to order. I need to. All right, let's get my little, this is always the easiest way to take these backings off. And I'm going to put it right in the center here. I'm going to just use my pencil and mark where the other one needs to go. Take this backing off. And this works so good for this box, these little magnets. They're linked in the description, by the way. If you don't know where to get them, I always have them linked in the description. Okay, then press them down real good. And that snaps right down. All right, we're gonna make our our little tie. So what I did, I just found the center here, cut up just a hair, and then I just cut from the side, just like that. And then I actually just wanted to see how long I wanted it, and I cut it to about how long I want it. We're going to use the top part too, so. And then I just cut here. And you can even use this if you want it to be exactly right. Just use this piece and cut the other side. And that's going to be our tie. You can even stamp on this tie something, or you can put stripes on it, anything that you want. Let's just go ahead and do that while I'm thinking about it. I'm just going to use my roller, my Uniball here, and let's see what it looks like with some like little stripes on it. We'll just do some, just for the fun of it. I mean, I'm not going to have these exact, but I think it'd be fun just to make something a little bit different. Give you another idea. You can even make it to match your dad's tie or your husband's tie or your son's, whatever. But I thought it'd be cute just to try something a little different. Look at that, that's cute. All right, for the top part, we're just gonna cut a piece straight across to make like the knot part, and all I did was cut the corners off. Just like that. And that's gonna be like our knot piece, but we're gonna have to put a few stripes on this one too. Y'all, tell me what it looks like in the camera. I mean my thing, because I have a new camera. Believe it or not, I finally got it. And yeah, this is the first time I'm using it, so we're testing it today. All right, I'm going to use half of a dimensional here. I'm not going to put this on yet because I want to string the little dad tag on here. So I'm going to just set those right there for now. And I'm going to grab my baker's twine. This is the essential pack, and it has all these 5 colors in it. So I'm going to just cut a piece. I'm going to string the dad tag on here. This little tag looks just like one that's in a department store or something. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to lay it where I want it, and I'm going to use this little glue dot. It's not a glue dot, y'all. It's a dimensional. I'm going to stick that there to hold it in place. Let's see if I can, you know, I should use a glue dot on this and not the dimensional. In fact, I think I did on my last one. So we'll use let's use a glue dot to hold the tag down, and then we can use that for our top of our tie. Yeah, that's a better idea. And then I'm gonna actually glue this here. So I'm just gonna use some glue here at the top here. I like the little stripes on it. You could put polka dots, stripes, whatever you like. I want to make sure that's centered. Let's cut this off so it doesn't get in the way. Make sure that's straight, and then we'll use the dimensional. I only used a half of one for the little knot part. Put the top here. Let's get it straight. I probably could have used a whole one, y'all, but you can even put a little glue dot here if you want to hold that in place, but then you're not going to be able to open it right away. Let me fix this because it's not sitting right, and I think it's because I used the half of. No, there we go. I think that's all right. I might fix it with a large one after. So yeah, that's it. Because I think it would fit a whole dimensional, and it's just a little bit lopsided this way. But there you have it. I hope you enjoy it, everyone. It's really a fun one, and it's really quick and easy to do. Here's the other one. Which one do you like better? This little tie is so cute. This one, I actually did it just darker than the lines in here because I wanted it to stand out, and I think it really does. I could have done a different color tie on here. I should have done Old Olive or something because this has Old Olive in it, and we could even put the stripes on that one. So I hope you enjoy it, everyone. I think they're so cute, but they're really fun and a great gift for a gift card. That's what I'm using it for, and some little treats. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Have a blessed day. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at stampingwithamore.com. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.